more than 60 square miles are now scorched in the Los Angeles area with several fires burning. That's about 3/4 of the size of Oakland. The Palisades fire and the Eaton fires are the largest in total. At least 24 people have died. More than 12,000 structures have burned. 88,000 people in LA County are under mandatory evacuation orders. This is a live look from high above as those fire crews are continuing to post. As we zoom out there, this is probably near the Palisades fire area, and you can see the burned out area of those neighborhoods, home after home, blocks after blocks, completely burned out. The LA County Sheriff went on to talk about the curfews that do remain in effect for the evacuation order areas from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Repopulation conversations are absolutely active and ongoing. I don't want to get too much into that. I don't want people to start thinking everything's okay now. Everything's not okay yet. We'll get there. We'll get there together. But again, the wind's blowing and it's going to continue to blow.
And as the fires continue to burn, so does the search for answers in all of this. Charlie DeMar reports from LA.
As investigators race to try and prevent the spread of the fires, investigators are busy trying to determine how and where the fire started.
The extreme fire danger is real, with another blaze breaking out last night north of LA in Ventura County, forcing evacuations. Firefighters managed to stop its growth for now, but the fight continues in fire-ravaged Los Angeles.
That's the big piece, is the winds, and they can blow embers, 2 miles away.
There's a red flag warning in effect, with potential wind gusts as high as 70 miles per hour, raising concerns even further inland.
We just ask people, be extra vigilant as we move through yet another round of offshore winds.
Crews are putting out hotspots in the Palisades fire, but as the smoke clears, questions arise. ATF fire investigators were seen at the top of this ridge, a popular hiking destination in the Pacific Palisades, looking for evidence. Officials are also trying to determine if embers from this New Year's Eve fire may have reignited to spark the massive Palisades fire.
Residents who lost property in the Eaton fire in Altadena have filed lawsuits against Southern California Edison, claiming the utility triggered the blaze. The company says the cause of the fire is still under investigation.
A few miles from the front lines, this Malibu beach has transformed into a temporary home base for thousands of firefighters to eat, sleep, and recharge.
We just eat whenever we can because we never know when we're going to have to go up there and fight a fire.
Inmates from California prisons prepare food and coffee.
It's an honor and a privilege to be here, serving the community, paying my debt to society.
A team effort in these devastating fires.
And with hurricane-like winds expected, it is possible that helicopters and airplanes capable of dropping water and fire retardant could be grounded.
Well, today, FEMA is opening recovery centers at UCLA and Pasadena City College, operating 7 days a week for the next several weeks. And Donald Trump may be planning a visit to Southern California next week to assess the wildfire damage. The Wall Street Journal reports it would come after he is sworn in as president on Monday. The president-elect has been critical of Governor Newsom for prioritizing environmental policy over public safety. Let's give you another live look in this one in Southern California, one of the fire zones right now. You can see the devastation as we just see those homes and businesses completely burned to the ground. Nothing but just ash and rubble right there. So let's get to First Alert meteorologist Jessica Birch for more on the conditions today. So Jess, there's concern that those winds may pick back up.
And they are starting to pick back up right now. I mean, they're under a red flag warning widespread throughout Los Angeles, all the way down into San Diego. A high wind warning in effect right now. And of course, the air quality alerts that are widespread throughout all of these communities. Now we take a look at current conditions. Well, what we're gearing up for is wind gusts anywhere up to around 70 miles per hour as we are under this red flag warning. And so taking a look at our fire weather outlook, you zoom into local communities close to the Santa Monica Mountains. We're talking areas like Malibu all the way up into San Bernardino. These are the communities that we're really concerned about because some of the strongest wind gusts and the lowest relative humidity is just centralized in that pink zone right there. And we make our way all the way down into the border close to Mexico. Very similar fire-like conditions as we extend, fire weather conditions as we extend into the afternoon and evening hours tonight. So here's what the Santa Ana winds are doing right now. They're changing directions. This is different compared to last week's windstorm. Last week's was more directly from the north. This one's coming in from the east more so, and that changes the characteristics. So So the firefighters out there, and of course all those aircraft that dropped the retardant, they were gearing up for this week's weather storm. And now what we're seeing is strong winds still pushing offshore, just tilted a little bit different in the direction. We'll continue to monitor this as we head into our early morning hours tomorrow, with wind speeds still anywhere up to around 30 to 40 miles per hour in areas like Acton all the way over into Chatsworth. And up in those hills, we continue to monitor this until Friday, where we finally start to catch that break.